Aquarius, welcome to your just-in-time tarot reading. If you're watching this, Aquarius, trust that there is a message here for you. If you're a regular, welcome back. If you are new here, welcome. My name is Bronya. I'm an intuitive tarot reader and I am looking forward to sharing this message for you that sometimes can feel like your personal tune-in, your personal reading. Other times it'll be pieces that resonate, but don't underestimate those. Sometimes none of it's going to resonate. It can't possibly with a general collective reading. So rather than leaving me a comment and letting me know, because I'm very aware of that, leave it for somebody else, please. Okay, I have got here, Aquarius, a fiery climax approaches full moon in Aries. You might be dealing with an Aries person, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. You may have a strong Arian placement in your astrological birth chart. But this energy, the Arian energy, is the energy of action, like bold action. It can be the Fool, a leap of faith. It's the Emperor. It's the responsible risk. It's making moves to set yourself up. So something feels like it's coming to a head. It's coming to conclusion. It might be coming to completion. So let's carry on and see what we can learn. I am using the Divine Initiation Oracle. Earth element coming through that I'm going to choose, and the Ethereal Alchemist Tarot. I will link you to both of these beauties down below. So I saw a peek of the earth energy, so it's important to stay grounded at this time, but I am choosing for you soul contracts. All right, so a fiery climax approaches to do with a soul contract. There might be a change in soul contracts here. You might be ending one, starting one. What is a soul contract? Well, I hold the belief that before we incarnate into this lifetime, we make some big decisions around the soul contracts we will have. They are often to have a relationship with a certain person, to work in a certain industry, or take on maybe a certain job that's going to give you growth and learning. It's to have a specific experience that will grow and expand your soul, right, towards self-actualization, because that is why we come to Earth. That's my personal take on this. So it feels like this is being highlighted for you. Now, sometimes when a soul contract is complete, we're meant to move on to our next experience. We connect with our next soul contract. But because we're human beings and we love like safety and security, we can overstay as well in a soul contract. So let's keep going. I will work with the full tarot now. And I've got the Three of Pentacles. Okay, interesting. This is often an energy of learning and development. So it's basically saying you're going through a specific lesson right now in a soul contract. And it could be to do with resources or how you collaborate with others. The Three of Pentacles can talk about how things are coming together, how things are building, how a plan is being executed here. So let's keep going. The universe. All right. So the universe is the last major arcana that comes after judgment, right? So you might be going through final judgment at the moment on a situation. Like the Three of Pentacles can be around groups, like work teams, more feeling, that energy quite strongly at the moment. I wouldn't rule out relationships though. And the judgment energy that comes before the world, the universe, can be where we've had some kind of wake-up call, some kind of last call, some kind of situational circumstance has arisen, and it's really meant to move you on from the situation, because the world, the last major arcana, is about cycles closing so that powerfully yet vulnerably your new cycle can open. So I feel like there's a wake-up call, to move on from a soul contract because your next one is waiting. And this is the fiery climax. Page of Swords. I always say that the pages connect us to the Ace of the same suit, meaning you're heading for the Ace of Swords, which would be having that epiphany that it's time for new beginnings, right? It's also asking you to connect deeply with your truth right now. And if you did look into that, I think you would really feel that this soul contract has had its time, that you have learned what you needed to or achieved what you needed to within this. And it's almost like I see someone here who's on there, like the rooftop of the tower. And if you know tarot, the tower talks about a situation that it's like you've already climbed to the top of it, you have learned what you need to from it, and now you're having the realization that maybe I've outgrown this. Maybe, you know, this is just not in alignment for me anymore. And you're going through the final gate, right? The final gate. And that is where you claim your victory. It's almost like getting to the end of a video game where you like get the final prize or something like that. It's an initiation. Five of Wands, but the Five of Wands can talk about the conflict point of actually, you know, the walk away point, and, you know, it can talk about the, you know, not seeing clearly and sort of an unproductive energy of spinning your wheels and going around. So you do have to be mindful of this energy, and it can be, you know, other people in your external environment. It's like, well, no, Aquarius, don't move on. You know, you're good at this job, or you're great in that relationship. Again, only you know the answers, and you have to go within to seek them, Aquarius. All right. Oh, what a beautiful card, High Priestess. So the High Priestess, we can see the light and the shade here represented by these two columns, and it talks about the being in two minds, the duality, right? Feeling a bit torn in the decision, but ultimately the intuition rules. You're getting strong gut feelings about this, and that is the direction to follow. So also we see the sort of a similar energy in this card here of the gateway. This is the gateway. And the High Priestess usually sits at the threshold of change, and she is letting you know that it is fertile ground past that threshold. There is growth to be had, but she's an all-will-be-revealed energy. She can't tell you exactly what is waiting there for you because it's about the growth, right? And if you knew, you'd be bypassing, you'd be spiritual bypassing. But what I see in the Soul Contracts card is somebody who is actually about to step over the line into their next soul contract. So that is what I'm seeing as the advice here in this reading. King of Cups, there might be a Scorpio involved or a water sign, Pisces, Cancer. But ultimately, this is about making an emotionally intelligent decision to transform your life, all right? And that involves moving on from the situation. Ten of Swords, yeah, but it does feel like you might have been in the situation for some time. You might feel quite invested or attached to it, but I also think that you're aware that you're burning out in this situation and that it kind of has got to its winter, right? It's starting to go back to the earth, right? Remember that card popping out. So the Ten of Swords, we can see the Ace of Swords highlighted here, the one that we saw at the top of the castle, and it's almost like, take this, take this direction here. This is where your new dawn, your new day really, really lies. So a fiery climax approaches. These situations happen for a reason, and you really need to unpack and look at that. I think if you stay in the situation, it will begin to stagnate, okay? And maybe, the Ten of Swords can be, mental or physical burnout within the situation. You're at the threshold and you're being showed the way, and it's really about whether or not you will step over the line. But hey, I am reading this on Lionsgate, and it is a really powerful day. It's a powerful day for transforming your life, manifesting the new, but it does require earthly action to make manifest. So I'm going to leave it there, Aquarius. I do hope you enjoyed this tune-in. If you'd like to follow up with a personal reading, first link down below will take you where you need to go. What else? I will link you to these beautiful tarot decks down below, and my Instagram and TikTok accounts where I'm very active and interactive with different daily content. I also have a free Learn Tarot Quick Guide if you would like to get started with reading the cards for yourself, family and friends. And I do have 2 paid tarot courses where I teach intuitive tarot. So that's my style of tarot, reading from the heart intuitively without reaching for the guidebook, all right, which most people fall into. So I'll leave all that for you, and I'm sending you love and magic. Bye for now.